here on your side mirror. We'll be taking stories from Punch newspaper, after which we'll browse through The Nation. I have news on the pages of The Vanguard and Alausa Alert. So let's begin with the Punch newspaper. We'll take a few stories. Government shorts Dosumu Market. Sanwo-Olu hints at building demolition. Now, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State has vowed that more buildings will be demolished to allow for proper cleanup of the Dosumu Market. Sanwo-Olu disclosed this on Thursday when he visited the market, which was gutted by fire on Tuesday. So you can read more on that story from The Punch. Methane, major contributor to heat wave, premature deaths. Afrital. Now, Africa Initiative for Transparency and Responsibility Leadership has said methane gas remains a major contributor to global warming and heat waves currently being experienced in parts of the world. Afrital disclosed this during a roundtable discussion with health, environmental, agricultural experts and practitioners, as well as civil society organizations, in collaboration with stakeholders, Democracy Network and Environmental Center for Oil Spills and Gas Flaring, held in Port Harcourt, Rivers State capital. Another story here reads, Lagos-Calabar Highway, FG plans compensation in 9 states, puts cost at 15 trillion naira. All right, the federal government on Thursday confirmed that it would pay compensation to all property owners along the path of 700-kilometer Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway would be passing through across 9 states. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, who said President Bola Tinubu had approved the payment of compensation to all affected property owners, also listed the necessary requirements and conditions affected residents must meet to qualify for the compensation. That's another story from the Punch newspaper. NAFDAC bans turkey-made soap, tracks fake Indian injection powder. Another story there for you. Still from the Punch, the National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control has banned the sale of turkey-made Dex luxury bar soap. It also called on Nigerians to watch out for the counterfeit of Tandak injection powder made in India. Okay, let's see if we can take another story. Still on the Punch newspaper, new electricity tariff may drop if Naira rebounds further, Adelabu. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, says the 225 Naira kilowatt hour being paid by electricity consumers on Band A will reduce if the exchange rate falls below 1,000 Naira to $1. Adelabu said this on Thursday while he appeared on Channel Television's Politics Today. And over to The Nation, deepening boardroom crisis, tear Eco Disco apart. As the nation grapples with electricity challenge, Eco Electricity Distribution PLC's boardroom crisis is deepening. Directors are bickering over what they described as undue personalization of board authority, abuse of due process and vested interest. Catch that one from The Nation. Airpeace's entry sparks airfare war on Lagos to London route. And airfares on European routes have crashed considerably following the entry of Airpeace into the Lagos-London route with lower fares. Now, this reduction in fares by foreign airlines, some experts fear, may be part of the unwholesome practices by major carriers to harass the Nigerian carrier out of the Lagos-London route. Airpeace's inaugural flight was on March 30. And from the Vanguard, Lagos-Calabar FG to charge 3,000 Naira on average per toll gate to Mahi. Federal government said 3,000 Naira will be charged on average per toll gate when the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road is completed. And Nigeria's Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, stated this in an interview on Channels Television on Thursday. Okay, last one from the Vanguard. Amidst ongoing dust raised by the new electricity tariff at the backdrop of inadequate power supply, electricity generation nosedived to 2,775 megawatts yesterday, a 32.3% decline from. And this was contained in the data released by the Nigeria Electricity System Operator NESCO, a semi-autonomous unit of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. As our last story from the Vanguard, let's switch gears to bring you news on Alausa Alert. And this one here reads, don't blame Tinubu for Nigeria's economic woes. Sanusi, taken from Alausa Alert. Muhammadu Sanusi, former Emir of Kano, says it will be wrong for him to criticize President Bola Tinubu over the country's current economic hardships. Sanusi, however, blamed the immediate past administration of Muhammadu Buhari for its badly managed economic policies. He noted that the Buhari's administration ignored his advice on how to take the country out of its economic woes. Sanusi, a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, spoke during a virtual religious event. He said Nigerians expecting him to speak about the country's economic hardship deliberately wanted him to oppose the president. So you can read that stories from Alausa Alert, and that's how much we can take this morning on Newspaper Headlines. Don't forget, you can always connect to us via any of our channels. We have Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Perhaps you can get yourself a copy of the dailies or go online to read more. Victor Otero will be here shortly for the rest of the program.